Morning, boys and girls. We have already started a very interesting story, The Adventures of Toto, written by Ruskin Bond. See, Dadaji decided to take Toto along with him when he was to go to Saharanpur from Dehradun. Now, let us see what happens on the way. Unfortunately, I could not accompany grandfather on that trip, but he told me about it afterwards. A big black canvas kit bag was provided for Toto. This, with some straw at the bottom, became his new abode. When the bag was closed, there was no escape. Toto could not get his hands through the opening, and the canvas was too strong for him to bite his way through. His efforts to get out only had the effect of making a bag roll about on the floor or occasionally jump into the air. An exhibition that attracted a curious crowd of onlookers on the Dehradun railway station. So you can imagine what kind of a situation. It was really a precarious situation on the platform because Toto was given its new award in a kit bag, and the kit bag was made of canvas, so it could not come out, and on the platform it started rolling and jumping. The curious onlookers gathered on there. What happens further, we will have to see in the story. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." So, boys and girls, it was really a strange situation at the turnstile of Saharanpur when grandfather was getting out of the railway station. The ticket collector was checking the ticket. When he had to produce ticket, that was the exact time when Toto peeped out and the checker was taken aback. He was really surprised at what happened, and then he calmly recollected himself, and then, to the annoyance of Dadaji, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you, so you will have to pay extra." Let us see whether Dadaji paid or not. In vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. Then grandfather, just to get his own back, took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this, since you charge for all animals?" So those were the days when one had to pay for a pet dog. But here the situation was different. It was a strange situation because it was a monkey and not a dog. But the ticket collector was adamant to recognize it as a dog, and therefore grandfather was made to pay for it. And getting annoyed at this, he took out the tortoise and asked the ticket collector, "What I have to pay for this? Because for every animal you are asking me to pay." Let us see what happened further. The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, and gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look and said, "No charge. It is not a dog." When Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable, where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. To his surprise, he found Nana, without apparent cause, pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches, and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. He had fastened on to her long ears with his sharp little teeth. Toto and Nana never became friends. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given to him by grandmother for his bath. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath for 1 foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing, until he was into the water up to neck. So here the author tells us that Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, and now he was given a comfortable stable. But even there was a problem, and the problem arose with Nana. Who is this Nana? Nana apparently